Jets. For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Wilson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point attempt to come here. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They go play action with Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
$10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure in the postseason. So let's see if the handles things early. They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
I think that's a big pickup for the first down because when you run a drag run against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Wilson's throw here taken in by Isabella. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Gregory Rousseau able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Allen now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau, his 2nd sack of the night. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
53 is the mark. 53, check 53. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Not much there, only a yard. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw again is Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Allen. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to put...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Help us. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Wilson. This one caught by Isabella. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hands it off out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st down, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson eluding the pressure right. That ball complete to Isabella. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Play action, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Darrell Williams, right tackle, the guilty party. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by Bass is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throwing now is Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson to throw. His throw incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts
That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. And that'll set them back 5. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the fake field goal.
Okay, I've got to ask, partner, what playbook are they working off of? Because in my playbook, I'm down. I kick the field goal right now. I'm not taking a chance with a fake here, hoping for bigger rewards. I just want my 3.
The field goal, yeah, it gives you the lead. If that would not have worked, can you imagine the press conference after the game?
I will guarantee you this. We delay our flights, and we go to that press conference because we wanted to hear that answer. But it did work. Looked smart, but unbelievably gutsy.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.